Hi everybody, this is Gar from Prequilt, and for this video we want to talk about a new feature we just launched called the color palettes. So what the color palettes is a way to group your colors into different palettes. So let's say you find yourself working with a particular set of colors all the time. You can use the color palettes to put them all together in a palette, so that way when you're designing, when it's a lot easier to look for the colors. Let me demonstrate by scrolling down to the palettes section over here. So this is a palette that I've created called Cold. So I've taken a bunch of blues from Kona, Free Spirit, AGF, and I just kind of merged them into one palette. So this way when I'm looking for blues, this is a lot easier because it's just in one palette. So let me demonstrate by creating a new palette by clicking this button over here. So on the left are the Prequilt palettes. So you can select from Kona, Paintbrush Studio, and Free Spirit, and many more. So I really like AGF, and I'm going to create a new palette called Minimal. And this is going to have really soft colors. So when I click onto a swatch, it adds it to my palette over here. So I have 4 right there, and since I want most of these, I'm just going to click this add all button right here, and that just basically adds them all. And I can remove some of these by just clicking, and it removes it from my palette. So I want to see if I could find some more soft colors from Paintbrush Studio, and okay, maybe from Kona. Okay, so I'm good with this. I'm going to close this off. And so there you go. I have one called Cold and this new one I just created called Minimal. You can also turn some of these off, so when you're in design mode, it's just a little bit easier to look for, scroll through different fabric companies. So I'm just going to go back up here. And I want to use this quilt called Mondrian that I've been working on to demonstrate the use of the color palettes. I'm going to clone this quilt because I don't want to make any changes to the original, and I'll just give it a name. Call it demo. And so I'm going to open this up, and let's say I want to change this yellow. So I'm going to go over to my color tags and click onto this pencil sign to edit the color tag. And I'm going to look for that color palette, see? So I'm just going to click onto Minimal. You'll notice that when I turned some of the fabric companies off, you don't see them over here anymore. And you can always turn them back on in your dashboard if you want. So I'm going to click onto Minimal. And you'll see I have all the colors that I've created that's for my custom palette. And so this makes working with looking for colors so much easier. Let's see. So you can go to your Cold, and this works really well with the color randomization as well. So let me randomize the colors, and let me show you what's happening first, and then I will apply a custom palette to the randomization. So I'm going to click onto this randomized color. And so what happens is it goes through each of these color tags and assigns a new Kona color to it. Kona is the default for the color randomization, so we can always override this by going into the randomize section here and click on randomize color settings. So as you can see, we've created a default Kona palette for your randomization. So let me create a new one called Cold. And I'm just going to add everything in there. So you can also manually add some other blues as well. And so this is going to be the palette that I'm going to use to randomize over here. So now if I click onto the randomized colors, it's only going to pull from that custom cold palette that I just created. So this is a great way to test out different color systems. It would, if you had one that was hot, you can see how that quilt would look if it was randomly using warm colors. So you can also go back into the randomization and then import that minimal palette and then use this. So you always have to make sure to select this checkbox. And so when I click onto the randomization, it's only going to pull from that minimal palette. So you just have to create the palette once, and you can reuse it throughout your quilts, making the design process way simpler. So I think that's pretty much it to describing the color palettes. It's pretty simple to use. If you have any questions about the feature or any questions about the app in general, write them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. That helps us out a little bit. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.